we're going to talk about the top 10 makeup essentials that you need in your makeup capsule wardrobe, in your makeup capsule collection, however you want to call it. As a makeup lover for over 10 years, 5 of which are all documented on my YouTube channel here, I'm here to tell you all the best things, okay? I've done all the research, so you don't have to. I've done all the suffering and tried all the ugly products, so you don't have to. And these are my recommendations. Anything that you are interested in will be linked down below with an affiliate link. I appreciate you supporting my channel. It helps me continue to make these videos. And it's absolutely free, no cost to you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure to enjoy and take in all this free content, and make sure that you're watching my videos. Make sure to, like, if you like this, if you want to see more of me, you totally can. I have over 100 videos here shared with you. So amazing. I'm so happy to talk more with you. Let's get into the makeup. But this is the very simple pared down situation. When I say capsule, makeup capsule wardrobe, I'm talking about 10 products, okay? 10 products. I'll show you what they look like. You're gonna see me go from this to this. Doing your makeup yourself doesn't have to be complicated. It definitely feels like that sometimes, but you don't have to be a professional to get a good looking face. So you can go about your life, so you can go to school, go to work, you know, slap a little something on to make yourself feel like you have a little something different going on in your life. Or honestly, there's some times where I just wake up and put on my girl costume and like, hello, I'm a girl. I'm just a girl in this world, you know. You have natural beauty. It's just time to let it shine, okay? This is my current little makeup bag. There's a few more things in here, but first I'm going to share with you sunscreen. You need to be wearing sunscreen, okay? I personally love me a good Korean sunscreen, and this is the Skin Aqua. This is actually Japanese, and this is their Super Moisture Barrier UV Gel. By the way, everything that I can link, not all of these things are linkable, but everything I can link will be down in the description, which helps support my channel if you decide to make a purchase. But if not, that's okay. You're just gonna see everything down there. So yeah, start off with your sunscreen. And I used to never be this person. I would always tell myself, like, I'm never going to be the person that does this. Well, now I'm doing it. Lately, I have been applying okay, first let's actually also assess the situation. I want you to see my skin. I have no filters, nothing like that. This is just my face. I've got some blemishes. My skin's in pretty good condition. Like, I'm 27 years old. And I do have like some, you know, little sunspots. I have a little acne. You know, this is just life in this world, you know. I'm just a real girl. This is going to be semi-realistic, okay? Okay. So I said I was never going to be this person, but now I'm this person. And so I shake your sunscreen really well and then apply a ton. They would say, like, some say 4 finger rule. So like down the 4, or like fill up. I think it's supposed to be like at least a teaspoon or a tablespoon. I'm just going to hose my face down with this, okay? And of course, I'm using my monitor as a mirror right now. Ah! I hate the noises that makes. Okay. So this is a ton, but you actually need a lot. And make sure to get your neck as well. Start off with your sunscreen. I've been using sunscreen instead of primer for a while now. if you feel that you want more oomph from your skin prep, like if you want blurring, then definitely use something with a silicone base. I'm thinking of the Danessa Myricks Blur Balm. That is fantastic for blurring pores and prepping the skin. I've just been going for very simple, like this fits in my little bag, and a lot of times I'm doing my makeup in the car on the way to whatever we're doing. And I just wanted to keep it kind of simple, even though I'm already 6 minutes into this video. I usually also apply a lip balm. So I have these Smith lip balms. They're from the Rosebud Perfume Company. And here I have the strawberry and the tropical ambrosia. This one's almost done. I'm barely squeezing anything out of it. I've used no fewer than a dozen of these. I really enjoy them. I have also this one extra special. This is new on the market, I'm pretty sure. This is the Neutrogena Hydrating Lip Sleeping Mask. This is gorgeous. I have it on my lips and now just a little bit, it's like a little bit pink and glossy. And applying moisturizer to your lips is important as you prep your skin and do your makeup. Putting makeup on anything dry will cause problems. So make sure your skin is moisturized, make sure your lips are moisturized, and that will honestly clear up a lot of your regular issues. That'll improve the look and texture of your skin and set everything else up for a good day. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to apply my bronzer. This is a newer situation that I've been doing, but this is a method of makeup. This is a makeup technique I've been using to wear less makeup to look better in real life and on camera. Because, you know, Zoom calls, going to these meetings, taking a little selfie in the car. There's nothing like opening up that camera or seeing someone and getting that jump scare moment. So with this bronzer, I just highly recommend using a cream bronzer. And this is the one I've been loving for ages now. I've mentioned it a million times, and that is the NARS Laguna bronzer. And I have it in the shade Laguna 1. It has been well loved, and I use this with a duo fiber brush. So that means that there are shorter bristles and longer bristles. So that'll help diffuse the product. And I just dip in there, and I start on the cheeks closer to the ear, and I just start stamping right there. And for reference, my skin is combination dehydrated oily skin, so my skin is both dry and oily at the same time. Very fun combination to have. So I will get kind of scaly spots, but then I will also have makeup breakdown because I will have scaly spots like dry skin, but then I will also get oil spots, greasy looking towards the end of the day because of the greasy skin. So I've been working on that. Skincare is a lifelong venture for me. So I start tapping that in on the bronzer on the cheeks, and then on the other side, and I just continue to blend until I feel like it fits, you know. And I didn't put too much on because it's way easier to blend something out gently and then to try to have a ton, you know. And then I take it across the forehead to contour the forehead a little bit. And the best thing about this bronzer, this cream bronzer, is that it has a little bit of coverage to it. So I don't generally need to use a ton of concealer. And I go around the chin and jaw as well. And a big part of this is, since my neck is so much paler than my face, this helps kind of create that shadow and help it blend a little bit more. I don't agonize too much over shade matching. So here we are. I've got the bronze. Honestly, there have been times where I've left my house mostly looking like this, and I think it looks nice. You can actually call it quits here, or you can continue on like we are about to do. I'm gonna use a concealer, and this is not just any concealer. This is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Dark Spots concealer. And this concealer in particular is special because it has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid in it. So it will improve the look of dark spots, and the hyaluronic acid is a humectant, so it'll attract moisture from the air into your skin. It's also nice that it has a little blending brush in there, and the applicator itself is pretty fun too. I like this formula a lot. This is actually the second tube I've used. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dot it on the main spots that I want brightening. So I'm going to want it under the eyes, not too close because you don't want it to get all up in the crease, especially if you have a lot of creasing in there. I do a little bit on the chin. And here I have some redness. I've got a little something there. I do the same on the other side. I dip in again. And I actually do like a little bit more in between the brows. And we're just gonna see how far that takes us, okay? Now, I've been using a brush for all of my applications lately. I used to be very big into a makeup sponge, but lately I have been very into brushes. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap that all in. So very gently. So brushing the concealer up and then closing in on where the under eye concealer is. In some ways this is going to take away some of the color from the bronzer, but of course you can always feel free to add more bronzer if you feel that you want it. And you can still see there are some imperfections in my skin, but I like that it looks like skin. So then brushing on the forehead. I don't do my brows first because of this reason, because I am getting all up on them, all up on my brows. Okay, I think that looks great. I really like that. I'm gonna go in a little bit more bronzer, but I'm really liking the look. And this is kind of why I've been going for this capsule makeup collection. Capsule makeup bag, capsule makeup wardrobe. Because I'm finding that the ease of use is more important than anything else. And I've been using concealer instead of foundation just because I want the coverage. I don't want to have it everywhere. Of course, I change my mind sometimes, but in this era of my life, for the past 6 months, I want to say, I've been using the same routine. So we had this, so let's recap so far. Sunscreen, concealer, bronzer. That's all I have on my face right now. Sunscreen, concealer, and bronzer. And my skin's looking really nice. So Next, we're gonna go in with brow gel. Now, I think that grooming your brows has to be one of the biggest change makers in your grooming, hygiene, makeup routine. I don't tweeze my brows. I haven't gotten them plucked or threaded or anything in a very long time. And my mom didn't let me do any of that when I was younger either. And now I understand. Now I'm glad that she did not let me do anything to my brows. With that, I basically brush clear brow gel through my brows, and that will give you the look. So you can see them now. They're just looking very regular. They're not styled. They're just kind of there. I'm currently using the Nude Sticks brow gel. This is their Brow Boost and Set Gel Brow Boost and Set Gel XL, mostly because I'm panning it. I love clear brow gel so much, but I've used all of my other brow gels and this is the only one I have left, and I'm just going to keep using it until it's gone. So here's that tiny little applicator. And this brow gel does set very strong. So I'm brushing my brows up. My brow hairs are a little bit long, but chic c'est la vie. So I just brush them up and you can kind of see the difference between them styled and unstyled. And so just brushing. And I go through phases with my brows. Sometimes I will trim them like with a tiny baby scissors, or I'll even shave my brows sometimes, but I do not tweeze them because I have learned the lesson without having to learn the lesson. I learned the lesson from those who came before us, okay? Not to over tweeze your brows. Although I do love a thin brow look, and that's why sometimes I shave my brows. But here we are, we're going for natural, okay? We're going for bushy brow supermodel off duty. And this is just what my brows look like. So I'm kind of obsessed. That's it. Let me say no more. This is amazing. Next, we're gonna go in with one of my favorite steps, and this is blush. Specifically, this blush gives me all the good feels. It has it's just so cute. And this is the Sashu Cheek Stain in the shade I'm Cute. I love it. I think it's adorable. I love the applicator. The formula is fantastic. So I'm going to, let me actually zoom you in like a smidge. And I'm just gonna put this mostly under my eye. And I do more of a doll type makeup. I have rounded eyes. I wouldn't consider myself super sultry, but I do look like a cute little doll, as my mom's told me since I was growing up. And so I just like a little something like that. And then this is very easy to blend upwards for a very lifted look. I have been going for a look where I prefer to make my face look a little bit wider. I kind of put it in this kind of like rounded shape. And then I tap in with my finger. And see, I blend it up. And when I'm doing this on my own, this takes 10, 15 minutes. But of course, I'm a chatterbox. I'm doing this in-depth tutorial to tell you how to do these steps. So of course, it's gonna take me longer. So cute. I might even do a little across the nose for good measure. I don't put it on the tip of my nose because I think my nose is long. So I feel like that's just cute. Does that make it look longer? Control Z, Control Z. Okay. Whatever. Now I look like I have a cold. It's cute. It's fine. So, blush in the cheeks. Obsessed. In order of application, that means got sunscreen, bronzer, concealer, brow gel, blush. 5 steps in. Now the next step is to wipe this lip balm off and do lip liner. Now my favorite lip liner has to be the Buxom Powerline Plumping Lip Liner, and I have the shade High Def Honey. I love the shape of this lip liner. It is tapered and angled. Why my camera doesn't work, I will never know. Okay. So I use a lip liner to give my lips a little bit of shape and shadow and lasting power. Now this lip liner, I wouldn't say lasts through everything, but that's part of why I like it, because it's comfortable. And so I just line a little bit of the top. I already have a pretty wide mouth, so I keep the liner short and focused in the center. And I do the same thing on my bottom lip. And I'm actually drawing within the vermilion border of my lips. And I'm not overlining. So that's cute. It gives the lip a little bit of structure. The next step, the next jewel in my closet is the Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint, and this is in the shade Knee High. I love this. This is fantastic. This formula I find to be long lasting, very easy to manipulate. And so I take it out, I wipe off excess inside the tube, and then I go over my lips inside. Now I don't focus too hard on this. The shade Knee High I find to be the perfect My Lips But Better lip shade. It's like rosy mauve, and I just think that is so freaking darling. I think that is so cute. I'll tap over it with my finger. Glamazon. Like, it's giving natural beauty. Sorry, you know what? You have to be the biggest fan of yourself, because no one else will be the biggest fan of you besides you. So that's the base of the lips. I do jump around a little bit, but this is just how I do my steps in terms of like this, okay? So next I'm gonna curl my lashes. I used to never curl my lashes, but I find that it actually makes a huge difference. Especially now in a day and age where eye makeup is less relevant than it has been in the past. And you can see the direct difference between this one and this one. Okay. So I've curled my lashes, and now I'm going to go into mascara. I'm still on the hunt for mascara recommendations, because no mascara will ever come close to my favorite, the L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara. The applicator, the formula, to me, it is just unrivaled. And I've been going really light on the mascara. I just really appreciate the shape that the lashes get from this mascara. I love the doe-eyed effect. Love having more volume in the center of the eye. I think it just makes me look so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So here we have most of the look pretty much done. But there are a couple of things that I do want to mention, because they are very vital to my makeup capsule, and I think that they'll be vital to yours as well. And that is the Revlon Super Lustrous Glass Shine lipstick. I have the shade Pink Flip, but honestly, all the colors are amazing. Let me open this up and show you how much I've used of it. That's it. That's all I have left. It is almost gone. I just appreciate it so much. It is so gorgeous. I have Chanel lipsticks, and this is my favorite over those Chanel lipsticks. The packaging of it is way better. The formula is way better. It is just so much more effective as a beautiful, easy to put in your purse, easy to carry around, easy to throw on. You don't need a mirror for it. It just looks expensive on the lips. And I get so, every time I whip this out, everyone's like, oh, what is that? They're like, what is that? How much does it cost? That looks like it's an $80 lipstick. No, it's not that. It's very affordable from the drugstore, the Revlon Glass Shine lipstick. And I will continue to, I've been a huge fan of these for a long time, and I will continue to sing its praises until everyone has one, okay? It's just so good. So I do want to, that is one of my 10 essential items. Another one that is also another lip product. There's definitely more lip products in my lip makeup capsule than anything else. And that is this product. I've actually gifted it to many people. I am now recommending it to you. And that is the RMS Lip and Cheek Pot. Lip to Cheek Pot in the shade Demure. So you don't have to get this shade exactly, but I just love this shade. It's a solid pink for sure. And you can apply this to your cheeks. You can apply this to your lips. I've given this to two of my sisters. They work in the medical field. And they're also just getting started. They're so young. So they often don't get to wear very much makeup because they're, wearing masks and stuff like that. But it's always nice to have a little something on your lips and your cheeks to when you're going out and about, if you want to feel a little bit more presentable. And so I gifted this to them, me sharing my love for makeup with them, and they have raved about it to me, which makes me so happy knowing that they love it just as much as I love it. And I just enjoy I just dip my finger in there, rub it to warm it up, and I will pat it on my lips. And it doesn't have to be too complicated. And so that changed the look, and I'll even apply a little bit to my cheeks. And just blend it in with another finger. I think it just has the right amount of pigmentation where it does show up, but it doesn't make you feel like you're underwater trying to scrape it off your face in case you put too much. You can just easily blend it out. So yeah, that is what is in my makeup capsule. I'm so happy that I got to share my little makeup capsule with you. I can fit all of these in my hands. It all fits in a little makeup bag. If I had to pick a top three products from this, I would say the Sachu Cheek Stain, number 1, Revlon Glass Shine Lipsticks, number 2, and the Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint for number 3. Those, and maybe the RMS Lip to Cheek. But in general, you can use a lipstick on your cheeks as well. But I just think that these 3 products are so unique in their formula and their performance, the ease of use. They just look fantastic. I have recommended these. I've gifted these. I love these. I tell everyone I'm telling you about these. That's what's in my makeup capsule. I would love to know what you have in your makeup capsule, or if you're considering any of these things in your collection. Is there anything new here that you were surprised by? I would love to know. To watch more of my videos, make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel here at Paisley Mercury. I so enjoyed spending this time with you. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Make sure to leave me down a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.